Now look at this video here. Heavy rains and destructive flash flooding in Ventura County's Port Hueneme last month. And who can forget this dramatic video here? Historic flooding from heavy rains in San Diego this past Monday. The big question, is this a glimpse into the weather future of Southern California? Some weather scientists think so.
Our Joy Benedict is in Port Hueneme, where she's wading into the idea of so-called 1,000-year storms happening way more often.
It's been more than a month since water on this street in Port Hueneme was waist deep. And look, you can still see moisture in this car that hasn't moved since the flood happened. But folks here in this neighborhood and other neighborhoods across Southern California are wondering, is this gonna happen again?
We feel helpless. We were barefoot, cold, stuck on the roof.
See the water line? Absolute shock and disbelief.
The images are startling. High water and people stranded from San Diego to Port Hueneme in a series of storms over a matter of weeks, each classified as 1,000-year events.
The water, the level was waist deep.
Manny Signs is one of dozens of neighbors near Hemlock Street in Port Hueneme who saw water damage on December 21st when a supercell dropped 3 inches of rain in 45 minutes.
When I came in to check my car, there was already water up to the seat. 90% of the chance the mechanic said it's not going to work.
What, did your insurance cover it or no?
No, not at all.
Why?
They don't cover that damage.
The same was true for damage inside homes and garages. Then just a few weeks later, another so-called historic rainfall in San Diego.
We need to be prepared.
Dr. Ariel Cohen is a meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Oxnard. He says although they're called 1,000-year storms, that applies only to the community impacted.
When we look outside of a bigger area, we are seeing that these do happen every once in a while.
So what does that mean?
The possibility does exist that there is some overall trend.
And although he won't say these particular events are directly related to climate change,
we cannot tie any given event that we see those extreme rainfall rates to long-term changes in the climate.
Rising sea levels and warmer oceans are effects of climate change, as are the extreme temperatures and weather patterns, which means storms like these are far from over.
It's already happening, and some people are going to end up getting hit, and some people might not.
Something many in Port Hueneme don't want to face again, at least for another 1,000 years.
Actually still mad, frustrated. Everybody's thinking that the city wasn't prepared. We didn't get us prepared for what's going to happen.
A local state of emergency was declared out here after the storm, so homeowners with damage are eligible for low-interest loans, but many tell me their insurance covered nothing. From Port Hueneme, I'm Joy Benedict at KCAL News.